Alrighty, hello YouTube, Handheld Guru 97 back here again today with another game review. Today I'll be reviewing the, in my opinion, completely underappreciated Bit Trip Saga game for the Nintendo 3DS. For those of you who know what Bit Trip is, I don't really need to explain it, but for those of you who don't and are watching this review, because you don't, you've come to the right place. Bit Trip Saga, released in September of 2011. And I can simply describe it with the description on the back of the box. The must-have, extremely must-have, retro arcade rhythm music series. This game cartridge features 6 complete games, 80 levels of gameplay, 5 acclaimed chiptune artists, 25 plus story cutscenes, and countless hours of fun. All true statements. Over here are all 6 of the games you'll find on this cartridge. All 6 of these games were originally released on the WiiWare service, and there are basically some of the most acclaimed games outside of some of the older Virtual Console titles on the WiiWare service. The games are, if you haven't already read them, Bit Trip Beat, Bit Trip Court, Bit Trip Void, Bit Trip Runner, Bit Trip Fate, and Bit Trip Flux. And according to my all-time favorite Nintendo website ever, one of the most unique and engaging video game series ever created, Nintendo Life, fantastic website. You guys rock. Absolutely favorite. Some screenshots of all 6 of the games in their order of their release. That's Bit Trip Beat, Bit Trip Core, Void, Runner, Fate, Flux. And the official mascot of the series, Captain Video, I think. Is that right? Please don't tell me I messed that up, because then I have to start over. Of course, the inside of the box looks like this. Empty. Of course, with its fair size manual and advertising for the Wii version that also came out at the same time this game came out. All 6 games in the award-winning Bit Trip Saga exclusive content includes limited edition soundtrack CD with full 18+ songs. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so Bit Trip Runner. There we go. Yep, Commander Video. I was right. So, there you go, universe. You can't prove me wrong today. Well, I'm already 3 minutes in, and we got a lot to talk about. So, I'll move my little makeshift stand. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's pull the game cartridge out, just show you what it looks like. Basically, same thing as box art, miniaturized. The startup for it. Okay. Alright, we need to get going, guys, because there are 6 games. I can't review all of them, but I can talk about them all and sort of show off some of the gameplay from all of them. Except for one, which I'll speak about later. Okay. There we go. Gadget Games. Now, while we're on the home menu, as you can see, I just did the 3D. You can't see it. I can. Unfortunately, the 3D in this game is not very good, as were many early 3DS releases. This is an early 3DS release, even though someone said, well, it's September. It's still the first year. Fortunately, it feels really tacked on, not really well done. But enough about that. Let's look down at the touchscreen. Beat, Core, Void, Runner, Fate, Flux. In order, we'll start. Bit, Trip, Beat, and here are the controls on the touchscreen for you guys. You can use the stylus or slide pad, C-pad as many people call it. Up on the 3D screen, you can see me and my Neo Geo stand. You have 3 levels, which might not sound like a lot, but it is a lot, because they are kind of hard. You got Transition, Descent, and Growth. And you, of course, got your high scores and credits. Now, I want to mention something about the controls. Use a stylus, because I lost the word there for a moment. It can be kind of hard to control with the D-pad, and I'll show you why in a minute. because we're going to show you some gameplay. It's kind of like Pong, with a rhythm-infused twist without the second player. Alright, while we're here, you can also see this story mode, and I'll leave you guys so you can see it, because it's reflected there. 3DS. There's Commander Video flying across the sky, and there I am in the background. Hi. Boom. For those of you who might have a fear of seizures, you might want to skip this part. Too late. 5 minutes in. Come on, we gotta get moving. Alright, this will be the only cutscene you guys see, because we got a lot of action to talk about. So, I'm using the stylus, as you can see. You might not be able to see the top screen. Okay. Oh, it's gonna ruin me. Okay. As you can see, I'm messing up. But that was for the sake of your comfort. Are you comfortable? Do you want me to get you a soda or anything while I'm adjusting my camera and failing? So yeah, basically it's like Pong with a rhythm twist, and you have to hit these little cubes back to an unknown force. Of course, you got a score, and you can rank up to likes of Mega and others, and we're just going to fail right here just so I can show you what happens if you, say, miss a lot. Because if you're using this, you're gonna miss. Okay, this is where you can say, oh look, it's Pong, without the second player again. Whee! You get stuck in the void. Or Nether, sorry. Void's the name of a game. Nether. You don't know how I know it's called the Nether? Because it's on the bottom screen and I'm failing. What happens? If you fail to clear the Nether, well, you die. See those black lines? One indicates I'm going to fail, the other indicates I'm not. See? I won. And that's enough. We're 7 minutes in. I'm going to have to skip a few things here and there. On to the next. Go to core, and I won't show you gameplay from this because it's my least favorite one, and it would and I'd get addicted to it probably, even though it's my least favorite one. There are your controls. Don't need to go over them. You use the D-pad and all that. Wonderful stuff. It takes so long to load. That's another little annoyance I have. I didn't really notice it until I was filming a review for it, though. So, what you do is, you gotta hit those things. It's basically like the main game. Oh, can I skip? There, I skipped it. Sorry about that. So in the main game, you're supposed to hit these, and if you get enough of them, you can hit the B button and do a bomb. I'm not going to show that because we're crunched on time. I don't want you guys sitting here for 20 minutes watching this video, even though you probably will be. On to my probably favorite. You move and pop. Quite simple. Quite simple. Like my stand. And there. Oh, no, don't focus on me, stupid camera. There we go. 3DS has reflective screens. Come on. Okay, well, we're zoomed in too much. Oh, no. Use the circle pad, and this is really works pretty well. Okay, cutscene. Skip it. Get ready. You're about to enter the void. Boom, 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 boom. Hurry up, hurry up. That sounds catchy. I'm not gonna talk like this for the whole review. Now I'm not. Okay, I'm failing here, but that's because I'm playing through the viewfinder. Now I'm not. So as your little circle, we'll call it, and I'm in the Nether. See, I usually don't fail at this, but I'm playing through a viewfinder, now I'm not. So if the video sucks here, it's because I don't want to mess up. Now I'm out. And I missed that. Too late. Alright, as soon as this hits 10 minutes, we're ditching this game. My favorite game, really, really fun and highly addictive. It's not everybody's favorite, but it's mine. Why? Because it's fun. simple, pure fun. And we're done. Quite fun, like Core and Beat before it. It's got 3 levels. Now this is where the exception is made. Or starts to be made. I'll show you the controls in a minute. You know, I think you guys are going to see more me than gameplay. And I really don't want that to happen, so... And I don't. There we go. Now you can see gameplay. You got 3 zones. Credits, scores, all that stuff. There's the Twin Towers, for those of you who care. And then I'll go over the controls in a minute. Cutscene, cutscene, cutscene! I'm going to pound the A button, because we've got to get going, because there's 6 games on here. Boom. Here's the B button. Jump, 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 jump. On the website that was mentioned on the back of the box, Nintendo Life, this was the most acclaimed game. And I can see why. It's addictive, catchy, rhythm, platforming, fun. And I will mention, if you do die in this game, which I won't do just for sake of time, there are no lives, so you could die as many times as you want, and you won't get a game over. There's no game over screen in this game. There is, however, a bonus retro sort of thing, based off of the Activision classic Pitfall. For those of you who have played Pitfall, you know what I'm talking about. For those who haven't, buy yourself a 2600 and Pitfall. If you want to save some money, go on eBay and buy Activision Anthology for the Game Boy Advance or PS2. I did a review on the Game Boy Advance version, and it is quite fun. It even sounds like it. And I can tell that from personal experience with the Game Boy Advance. Run, 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 run. You have to get as much of the gold as you can, preferably all. But if you're like me and you don't want to die and show everyone how to do it, that's how you do it. Okay, high score. How about H, G, Handheld Guru. Word. Okay, we're on a time crunch here, people. Or, yeah, so back and to the final game. That, well, actually, there are two more. Sorry about that. Oh, no. Controls, controls, controls. You guys want to know what you do? You'll learn all these controls over the course of the main game, but it's B to jump, down to slide, Y to kick, up to spring, and that is right to block. You'll learn all of those skills over the game. You move and shoot with your stylus and circle pad. Hi, world. There I am. Black, 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 man. You can see everything. You got 6 levels here, and I can tell you that from personal experience. I've seen it, but I've only unlocked 4. This is a sort of shump, I guess you would call it. Cutscenes! There we go. Sorry about that. I know you guys might want to watch them, but guess what? You're on YouTube. When you're done here, you can go look up every bit trip cutscene you want. Okay, here we go. So you might recognize these little objects if you were paying any attention during my bit trip runner section. What do these do? Well, they upgrade you. Much like they did in Runner, but you need a lot of them. Not just one, a lot of them. And if you get hit too much, you'll lose. In fact, you can tell how many you need right there. Oh, and I'm in the nether. Cool. Now I'm not. And now I'm not playing through the viewfinder either, so I can actually not screw up for you all. Shooting things. This is power up. Oh my goodness. My blinds were closed. Okay, I'm in the nether, and I died. That's what happens when you lose in the nether, people. Lesson learned. Game over. We're out. But we got one more game to cover, so... Fortunately, you can't exit straight from that game over screen. Now, why? Minor annoyance in this game. And Flux. Well, what's Flux about? Just about the same thing that Beat, the first game. So basically, they were like, hey, circle. And if you can see me, which you can, because I can see myself through my viewfinder, you saw myself do a circle. Ooh. Now, as you can see, you also have 3 levels. This is the first game since Void to return to that system. I'm only unlocked 1 because I'm still trying to beat the others. And of course, they've now organized it nicer, and I wish they had done this with the others, but now your credits and scores are on... Okay, I won't show you because you've already seen it on that. So, that's close. Now that's not. So, Bit Trip Saga, or as you saw on the back of the manual, stare at my wall for a minute. Not me. Bit Trip Complete. Which one would I recommend? Well, honestly, if you own a 3DS and you haven't played the Bit Trip games before, Saga's a good place to start. That's where I started. But if you have played, let's say, Bit Trip Beat or Void or whatever on the Wii, you might think about picking it up on the Wii. There's no bonus for having them already on WiiWare. But if you're a guy who's played all 6 of them on, let's say, the Wii, and you're like, man, I love these games so much, I want to play them more. Well, it doesn't really make sense for you to buy complete. I mean, extra challenges, online leaderboard, makes it sound really nice. But honestly, where else are you going to play them on the go? That's right. Right there. So, let's go over the pros, cons, and all that wonderful stuff that you have to do in reviews. The good things, it's portable. It's 6 portable games. A lot of fun. I've got about 20 hours of fun out of this, and I've probably got about 5 or 6 more to go. Maybe 10. Because it's fun. It's a lot of fun. If you've never played them before, this game currently, I think it costs $20. That's a great price. That's a really good price. I don't know how much the Wii version costs, but still, great price. Some negatives, the 3D's terrible, and at times the controls can be annoying, most noticeably in these games. Beat, Flux, and I've had a little annoyance with that D-pad and core, and nothing else really. The controls otherwise are perfect. They did a really good job of adapting them from the Wii. Other than that, really good game. I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. If the 3D was better, I'd give it a 9 out of 10, but it isn't. It also caused, before we go, I want to mention one last thing about 3D. In Runner, it slows down, it moves the frames per second from 60 to 30. And it doesn't add anything. It just makes something pop out at the top, the thing that says Ultra, Extra, and all that stuff. Not worth it, so don't turn the 3D on there, ever. It looks a lot better without it. Alright. Well, YouTube, thank you for watching. I really hope you will consider getting this game. Or if you don't consider getting this game, get the Wii version. Or get the WiiWare versions, even though that makes no sense if you go to a game store and see the Complete or Saga on sale. Buy them. They're fun, enjoyable, and the must-have retro arcade rhythm music series of all time. And I'm going to drop that, so let's not do that. Alright, YouTube, thank you for watching. I'll see you all later.